Good evening, good evening. Got some Aurora Police. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna check it out. Whole lot of cherries and a whole lot of berries. I'll tell you that. So if you're just tuning in, how are you doing? TN Accountability, what it do, my guy? All around pig's ass is pork. Hey. Terry, what it do? We're gonna find out what's going on here. Let's see. See if they're working or lollygagging. Hopefully working. See what happened up here. What's going on over here? Let's see. If you guys please make sure to share this. Spot Check News, what it do? I appreciate you got my 6. Let's see what's going on. Wondering why they're obstructing a public sidewalk here. Sorry about the light, y'all. Let's try to get license plates. Bravo Sierra Golf 164. Let's see what this license plate is. Quebec Hotel Uniform 190. How's everybody doing, man? I hope well. I hope well. Terry, it's really good to see you, man. See, let's just check out what's going on. And I'm feeling I cut my finger, cut my router. Oh snap, are you okay? I'm sorry to hear that, man. When did this happen? A week ago. My goodness. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Let's see, we can get a close up on this officer here. So we got one officer here, and he doesn't look too happy that I'm here. Somebody see if y'all can tag Mexican long hair. See if in my neck of the woods. Hey Joyce, how are you? Peg's Place, how are you? Hello. He's gonna get Bernie B. Oh, okay. We'll tag him in it. See if you can tag him in it. I understand, buddy, and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna make you a mod too, Terry. I thought I had made you a mod. So you are officially a mod. Yes, please smash up the likes. Please smash up the likes. Got 4 likes missing. Yeah, we gotta smash the likes up. If you guys are in here, make sure you hit that like. Appreciate you. There we go. They're going up. They're going up. All right. Smash it. Smash it. That's right. He doesn't look too happy. I don't know if you can see it, but he looks a bit perturbed. Again, I'm just observing. I'm not engaging with anybody. I'm, allowing them to do their job, and I guess that's what they're doing. So we'll see. Probably gonna get ready to get scattered like roaches here. I'm not obstructing the sidewalk here. See?
It would have been nice.
It's the sidewalk. People are trying to walk through, and it's kind of being obstructed.
Sir, are you trying to pass? Are you trying to pass?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you trying to walk past?
I can't hear you.
Are you trying to walk past on the sidewalk?
No, I'm wondering why the sidewalk's actually being obstructed.
Well, because he needed to park here. We're dealing with something.
I'm sorry?
He needed to park here because we were dealing with a street investigation.
What happened?
I can tell you, but I need you to back up because they're still doing their investigation.
No, this is a public street. I'm fine where I'm at. Nice try. But I do feel it is a bit dangerous, just in case, what if an older lady or older woman had a wheelchair and they have to go around?
She would
because they can't fit through.
She wouldn't have to.
I'm sorry?
She wouldn't have to. You know what? If an older lady came, we would have made plenty of considerations for her and for her right to move freely. And
Or y'all could have did the courteous thing and just moved off the sidewalk because a regular I'm sorry, what? I can't hear you, sir. You come closer.
No, you can hear me just fine. Okay, I can hear you. You have your mask on.
Okay.
Have a good night, because we're getting going.
You said what?
You're blocking the sidewalk, man. What if the old lady comes?
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not. Your whole vehicle is obstructing the sidewalk. I don't see any emergency over here.
Well, you weren't here when we were doing it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It probably
Since
was.
you weren't here when we were dealing with it, then don't worry about it.
Okay, first of all, you're not gonna dismiss me like that, because first of all, you work for me. Okay? So have some respect. Have some respect. I didn't disrespect you. I didn't even talk to you. You engaged with me, correct? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get your name and your badge number.
Officer Wilcox, 3010.
And let me get that card.
I don't have a card.
Per your policy, you're supposed to have that card, sir.
On a traffic stop, I have to have one on me.
Bullshit.
Per CRS, on a traffic stop, I have to give you one.
No.
Now, if you're requesting one, you can hang tight right here, and I can walk to my car and get you one.
That would be wonderful, sir.
Okay. Why don't you wait right over here for me? Watch out, because he's going to leave.
All right. Well, if he knows how to drive, he knows how to get off the curb. Well, actually, you're a public servant, and you need to do what the hell I say to do. Since we got attitudes tonight, and let's see what's wrong with the attitudes. So I'm trying to understand something. What's up with the attitudes tonight. Is that how you treat a person that pays your salary? Huh?
You keep talking as much as you want. The officer's going to get
And hold on, Sergeant. You should know better. You should know how to treat the. Oh no! Wait a minute.
All right.
I didn't engage with you. He engaged with me.
Okay. So
okay.
Let's
I didn't bother you. But you need to actually let me have your card.
You want my card?
You goddamn right I want your card.
All right.
With your little funky ass hat. Give me this.
There's my card. You have a good day, sir.
All right. You're both dismissed, servants. Dismissed. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah. You too. Have a good night. Get your ass in your car. Fuck out of here. I didn't stutter, sir. Make it quick. Let's go. Oh, how's it feel to have your 3 homeboys indicted with 32 charges? Feels good?
I don't have to talk to you anymore. Have a good night.
Yeah, you actually, that's why I said get your ass in your car and have a good night. Since you have an attitude, get your fat ass in the car and get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Let's move it. Doesn't take this long, gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. Have a better attitude, Sergeant, next time when I see you.
Better night, man.
I'm sorry, what?
You have a better night.
Huh?
A better night. Maybe you should learn. Get some hearing.
Maybe you should learn to have some courtesy for your boss. I pay your fucking salary. No, you don't. I pay your fucking salary. Like I said, have a better fucking attitude next time, bitch. Alright, we got Sergeant Dickhead here. Sergeant R. Fowler. And then Officer Dickhead. Oh, I'm sorry, D. Wilcox. Wilcox. Yeah, keep it moving, bitches. Keep it moving, bitches. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's done. Huh?
I said, you might have had a conversation with you.
I don't know who the hell this guy is.
What's up, man?
What's up?
My name's Austin. I'm an off-duty police officer. I just realized what was going on. I just
You're
wanted
who?
to see what that. Huh?
You're a who?
I'm an off-duty police officer.
Where at?
Colorado Springs.
Okay.
But I kind of like picked up on the last bit of that. I just was wondering what was going on.
I don't know. They engaged with me. I told them they're obstructing
The roadway?
a sidewalk.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, what if there was an older lady or an older man in a wheelchair?
Right.
They can't get past.
Right. I understand.
And like I said, I didn't bother them. They came and engaged with me, so I rebutted and responded.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, man, I was coming by and I saw the recording.
Yeah, like you know, I'm a cop watcher.
For sure, I am too. But I'm on both sides of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how do you feel about it?
How do I feel about what?
You know, about what's going on, the temperature of
The climate of the world. With
the
police
climate.
officers?
Well, I want your perspective. What's going on?
So I joined the police force because of what's going on right now, right? And,
Okay.
you know, a lot of it comes down to race, and obviously I'm a white male, but I grew up in the city of Atlanta, man. So I grew up in a predominantly African-American area, and we're not even going to talk about African-Americans specifically.
Okay.
Just diversity in general, right?
Okay.
So then I moved out here into the military, and then got out and then became a police officer in Colorado
Okay.
Springs. So when I became a police officer, exactly for what is going on right now, the climate
Okay.
of the world, right?
Yeah.
But I also believe that it starts with the younger generation. So
Okay.
I'm what they call a community police officer, or what we want. That's not like a position or anything.
No, okay.
But
No.
what a community police officer is a lot of people will say that police officers are power hungry and they carry the badge and the gun.
Sure.
And they try to use that as their advantage.
Sure.
And I work with people who are like that.
Okay.
And those are the people that need to be weeded out of the police force. Me personally, I'm not going to. I don't know you from anyone.
Sure.
You know, I don't know any of them from anyone.
Yeah,
You know?
sure.
So everyone's going to have my full respect until I'm disrespected. You know, I'm going to treat you with dignity and respect, regardless of race, creed, religion, any of that.
Sure.
You know, my opinion on it, it sucks. It really does, because I can't do my job without having a camera in my face. You know, which is okay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but that's where we've gotten in the world. And you know, this goes back all the way to like the 1970s with Rodney King and stuff like that. You know, so there are officers out there who need. I mean, it's good that you have a phone and a camera. That's
Right.
why we have cameras as well, so
Sure.
we can see both ends of the
Sure.
spectrum. You know, I always tell people that there's three sides to a story: your side, my side, and the truth.
Okay.
You know, and that's why we have different point of views.
See, this is the thing. People don't know the history. So I'm gonna ask you a question real quick.
Okay.
And I want you to be completely honest. If you don't know, then I'll be more.
Do you mind me rolling up my window real quick?
No, I don't have.
I just don't want no one jumping in the car.
No, I understand. I understand. We're gonna have class in session here, folks. We have a 719. You might want to tune in. He's a cop in your neck of the woods. Okay, so let me ask you a question. My question to you is, who was the first police?
The first police?
The first police. First
Like,
police.
in the world or in the U.S.?
We're talking about the United States.
Okay.
They're the ones who developed it.
I got you. I don't have enough knowledge to formulate it.
I can absolutely tell you.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I know what police go through because I used to be Adams Community Corrections.
Okay.
So I know about the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So nothing you can tell me or anybody else can tell me that I already been on that side.
I got you.
So the very first police were slave catchers.
Okay.
Okay, please do your research.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. You can. It's everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the very first. It's a system. Everybody's paying attention to the bad apples, and we're not paying attention to the goddamn root.
Not paying attention to what?
To the root,
The root?
of the issue.
Gotcha.
Which is obviously the system. The thing is, I had to get out because I had integrity, because I seen too much, and I was only one person. And not only that, I'm a square trying to fit in a circle.
Yeah.
I don't work like that.
I understand.
So I have to work outside the industry because I already been in there, so I know exactly what's going on.
Right.
So nobody can sit here and give me a little bullshit story as far as romanticizing police.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, honestly, I think police should be changed. I think as far as the naming of it, the branding of it, if anything, it should be public service officer.
Sure.
Or public safety officer, because then that's what we're focusing on.
Right.
Policing is really dealing with policy. If you break it down, that's what it really means. It's policy.
Sure.
So, you know, the issue that I'm starting to notice, I've been doing this for a few years now, and especially in Aurora. These guys are fucking corrupt.
Yeah,
I'm sure you heard about the Elijah McClain,
Yeah.
the 32 indictments, and all those type of things.
Yeah.
That sergeant had an opportunity to have a conversation with
Sure.
him, and he chose to be an ass.
Yeah.
So he'd been exposed. Here's the thing: my job is to get you ready for your championship fight, and you know what that is?
What would that be?
Your ego. The thing is, I'm your sparring partner, okay? So the thing is, I'm going to test you on your ego and your knowledge and everything. And if you're going to rely on your ego is going to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Ask the 3 officers that are sitting their stupid ass in jail right now for killing Elijah McClain.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
If you fight your ego and rely on your training and knowledge, that's how you're going to win.
And see, that's what I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's 100% what I was going with the community police officer thing, man, is a lot of the police officers who have been in for 15, 20 years,
Sure.
so, probably like that sergeant, you know, he's salty, and that's not an excuse. It's actually
So you heard?
It's a court. I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Other than when they were pulling out, I
Okay.
heard you say like have a better attitude next time.
Yeah.
And I did see like some of the transaction. I pulled over there and was watching it when they were over here.
Sure.
But you know, and it's also a poor excuse, like I said, if you've been in for 15, 20 years and now you're just burnt out and you treat everyone disrespectful.
Yeah.
Or, you know, who's to say that he doesn't treat one minority group different than another?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think it also helps that I'm young. I'm 24 years old, man. So
Okay.
I see the issues. Like I said, I grew up in an area where I've experienced the issues myself.
Sure.
So that, and 100%, like talking about a square fitting in a circle.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in the same boat, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I've seen things, I've seen people do things that I would never do, and sometimes I'm like, that can't happen, you know?
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
then?
sure.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're good, go ahead.
Then you probably know about my friend Police to Police 719 situation.
I've heard of it, but I'm not 100% like caught up to speed with it.
Yeah, so basically he was arrested unlawfully in front of his own apartment building.
Okay.
And you'll soon hear what happened, because he's supposed to be putting out body cam footage and all those types of things. It did my friend wrong. It was absolutely wrong. All he was doing was trying to just capture what was going on. Didn't bother anybody. Asked the officer a question. He had a firearm, but it was on his hip, and it was visible. It was broad daylight.
Colorado's an open carry state.
Thank you. Hello. I think we have a superstar here. No, but the thing is, man, we need people like you.
I appreciate that, man.
You know, I'm saying there's a cancer.
There is.
There's a cancer, and that's what I appreciate you for being this vulnerable with me.
For sure.
And we don't even know each other.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not gonna bullshit you, and you know, I know you're probably not gonna bullshit.
Yeah,
me.
I just felt like you weren't getting the answers you needed, and I didn't want you to walk away mad. I mean, you have every right to be frustrated, 100%,
Yeah,
man.
sure.
And Aurora is a very busy department. I'm not justifying what happened.
Sure.
But I do want you to understand that where I'm coming from is
Sure, I hear you.
Aurora is a busy department. These guys probably are burnt out, but again, I'm not using that as an excuse.
Yeah.
So in their mindset, they're probably like, oh, just another dude with a camera. Now I gotta be an asshole. Man, you know how many times I've had cameras in my faces? I could pull pretty much exactly what you did.
Yeah.
When was it? 2 days ago, I pulled someone over, and there was a guy walking down the sidewalk, and he stopped and he started recording. he had no interest into that traffic stop. The only interest he had was in me and what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I had no problem with that.
Yeah.
All I did is he came up a little close to my car, and I was like, hey man, I don't mind if you do what you're doing. You just mind stepping up, like backing up like 5 or 10 feet. And he was like, yeah, no worries. And it was cool. I finished my traffic stop. I gave that lady a warning because she ran a red light, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, you know, there was no one coming. I know what you did I know why you did it, because it wouldn't change.
Right.
And then this guy was just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna carry on my day.
Okay.
And everything happened. Everything went smoothly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See,
all of that could have went smoothly had they just taken the moment to talk to you.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, there was a young lady that went before me on the sidewalk, and she had to walk. No, she should be able to walk straight. She shouldn't have to be walking. There's nothing going on anymore.
Yeah.
You said you had an emergency situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, there was a dude off that roof earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
once all that.
Once it's done, park in the parking lot.
100%. Now, I was going to make the point earlier is,
sure.
I don't know if you ever noticed that police park in the most inconvenient spots.
I would say so, yes.
Like, I don't know, Walmart, for example. Where are they going to park at Walmart? Right in front of the door, or right where everyone's trying to walk by, you know? Like, I try to, I might not pull into a parking spot, but I try not to like park right where everyone else wants to park, you know? It also is dependent on the situation, you know?
Yeah.
And if there's a shooter inside of Walmart, then yeah, I'm probably
going to... That's it. See, you got to hurry up and get in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I totally understand that.
But a shoplifter, there's no reason for us to be parking in the front of the building.
Hello. Why isn't there more of him?
Nah, man.
Why? There should be duplicate. Is there another one of you?
I hope not, dude.
Someone behind you or something? But here's the thing, man. The thing is, we're cop watcher. You know, so many cops feel like we're your enemy, and if anything, we're probably close to your friend, if anybody. And the reason why is we're giving you free training.
Yeah.
On-site training. We're really training you.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, a lot of these, a lot of people don't know what Colorado Revised Statute 16-3-311 is. Do you know what that is?
No.
You're allowed to, any member of the public is allowed to record you on public property in the course of your duties.
Yeah, anything that you can see. I mean, this is also just First Amendment rights.
Right.
Anything that you can see in the public, you can record.
Right, but the thing is they're teaching you laws as far as to arrest people with, but not to protect them with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
So because if somebody calls, like for instance, if I call an officer a son of a bitch, or he can suck a big ass dick, oh, that's disorderly conduct. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. And that's the thing. They'll try to twist, or they'll try. Oh, you're interfering with an investigation. No, you can't. That is physical. It says it in there physically. You know.
I've had to learn a lot of patience on the job. You know, when I'm out of uniform, I wouldn't say I have the same patience that I do in uniform.
No, I hear you. But here's the thing.
The way I look at it is, if you do call me a son of a bitch or tell me to go suck a dick or whatever, by the time I leave the scene and go to the next call,
you probably never even see me again.
I may never see you again. And B, when I get to the next call, my mind's not focused on what you just called me. You know? And then when I get off shift, as long as I'm not hurt or injured, I'm going to go home and sleep the same way I do every other night.
With your family.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's your job to protect my speech.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you never know. We might meet again and be like, you know what? I was a little harsh. I apologize. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Trust me, I've gotten that in corrections.
Yeah.
Where I've been cussed, I've been called all type of things, but the child of God. But at the end of the day, it's that number one word. It's respect. It's respect.
But see, a lot of people want to be like, respect is earned, not given. I look at it the other way around. Like I said, man, if I pull you over, if I come to engage you or whatever, you have my full respect to the T. Until you disrespect me. You know? I don't like liars. I had a situation a couple nights ago where the dude continued to lie to me, and I was like, look, man, I will try and help you out as much as I can, as long as you just tell me the truth. And I see lying as a form of disrespect. So, you know, I'm not saying it was disrespectful to him, but once I found out that once I concluded the investigation, I had to find out the information for myself because he wanted to lie to me.
Right.
There was no helping him at that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You wanted to make my life hard. You made life harder for yourself. I can't help you out anymore.
No,
you know
I mean, I understand. I totally get that.
Yeah.
Your hands are tied.
Yeah.
I tried to give you an opportunity. But at the end of the day, the climate in there, people are afraid or terrified of police.
For sure. That's
I mean,
understandable.
I mean, you gotta understand that. I mean, here's the thing. I challenge you. From here on out, anybody, and this is how you'll know you're dealing with the cop watcher, because they'll tell you not to give them directives. They'll tell you not to give them directives.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's how you'll know. Okay, he's a cop watcher. He's not gonna. We're not. Look, we follow laws. We don't break them. We don't want to break them. We value the law. We might be recording you.
Yeah, you're just testing my ability to the job.
Right.
I get it. Yeah.
So I just gave you a jewel just now. But what I'm saying, at the end of that traffic stop, hey sir, if you just give me a minute, I'll deal with you in just a few minutes. Appreciate you recording, and I appreciate accountability.
Yep.
And then once you're finished your traffic stop, right, you'd be like, hey man, my name's Officer such and such. Here's my card. Let me know if if you're out here. If you want to get coffee sometime. Man, that video would be like, oh my God, superstar. You know what I'm saying? Cops don't think about that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? If you just flip it and be like, we test you so you can have a testimony.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So you can testify and be like, hey, I actually recorded at Aurora Police Station, right? 2 officers came up to me.
Speaking of Aurora Police.
Yeah. 2 officers came up to me. It's the same dumbass supervisor.
Yeah.
2 officers came up to me, right, and was like, "Hey, what you doing?" I said, "I am administering a First Amendment protected act." Well, okay. And it was just like, "What channel are you with?" And I said, "I don't answer questions." Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
The next day, I said, "Can I get your name and your badge number?" They gave me their name and their badge number. Totally polite. Next day, got them an accommodation. Not only that, I have the chief on speed dial. Called her up, let her know what happened. So you don't know what happened. They probably the next day they came in. Their sergeant probably brought them in the office. I don't know what you guys did, but this guy said you respected his First Amendment rights and you got an accommodation. So keep up the good work.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? You just never know who you might run into.
You never know who you're going to run into, but like I said, respect also goes a long way.
I agree.
I also believe in humanizing the badge.
Okay.
You know, just because of the uniform I wear. First off, let me make it very clear. I love my job, but it also pays me very well. And it takes care of my bills and what I need to do.
I hear you.
But also enjoy it. You know, that being said, though, regardless of the job that I work, doesn't make me any higher or less of a person than you or anyone else that's driving by us right now. We're all human beings at the end of the day.
Right.
And a lot of people don't understand that.
But the problem is, and we get that. But you know when we get that, as far as that human being stuff,
what's up?
Is when we have press conferences after an officer fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I try so hard as much as I can.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to change the world, man. I'm not Superman. But what I can do is every person that I engage now or when I go to work tomorrow or whatever, what I can make a change by the interaction I have.
Right.
I can't make a change through what that sergeant and you just had.
Yeah. No.
So, and I know you're not holding that against me.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like he messes it up. Actually, all 3 of those guys mess it up for guys like me because I want to change the way the atmosphere is looked at. But then, you know, you could have this conversation. Say it was reversed. Say you had this conversation with me at 7-Eleven before you came in contact with them.
Sure.
And then you're like, man, you know, Austin, that's a good police officer. He's going to go far.
Right.
And then you come walking down the sidewalk, and then you come in contact with these assholes.
Sure.
And like, everything that you and I just talked about goes out the window because of that. You know
No, not necessarily. Maybe the system itself.
Yeah.
But not the individual. Because there are maybe 2 officers that I've encountered on the police force in Aurora PD that I think are awesome. Officer Mars and Officer K. Manley. Awesome officers. They always remember the first time I walked up on them, they were just like, you know, I filmed them, didn't bother them or anything like that. And then after they was just like, I was asking him, do you mind telling me what happened? And he was just like, yeah. So such and such happened, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, what's your name and badge number? Oh, my name and badge number is this, and this.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. You know what I'm saying? because I'm showing the public how it should be done. And not only that, but they can use this video and train their other officers on this. This is how it's done.
Yeah, I watch videos like that all the time. I
Yeah.
was like earlier today, I was watching Police and the Police, man. It's, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to keep holding you up.
No problem.
But, you know, I actually enjoy having a camera on me. Just
Yeah.
because, you know, like I said, man, it's POV perspective, you know. So
Yeah, absolutely,
however my body camera may see it or how my eyes see it,
Yeah.
the camera might pick up on something else from the backside corner of a traffic stop,
Yeah.
you know. So, and then if God forbid anything bad happens, you have footage of that also.
Yeah.
You know?
But the thing is, you gotta understand that you serve us.
Yeah.
When you're on duty.
Yep.
I'm talking about when you're just on your duty. I'm not talking about in your personal whatever.
No, for sure.
I'm talking about in your capacity. We're paying you because at the end of the day, we're tired of paying lawsuits too. We're in bed and we wake up to the news and there's another asshole that beat the shit out of somebody.
Right.
And that comes out of our pocket and like, what the fuck? We didn't do anything.
Right.
I went to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The day I'll stop cop watching is when police act right. And I'm talking about everybody. The day I'll stop cop watching is when cops stop killing and beating the shit out of people. That's the day that I'll stop. And I'm talking about consistent.
Yeah.
You ask any cop watcher that. You ask any cop watcher, do we want to be cop watching? Do we enjoy this shit? And we tell you no. We have to do this.
Yeah.
We had to. There will not be another Elijah McClain in my city. I guarantee you that. And I stopped recording just for a little bit. And the same situation, almost the same situation happened when that young man was pistol whipped. I'm pretty sure you heard about that. Kyle Vincent.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I mean, they beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of training is that? I know they don't teach you that in the fucking academy.
Sure.
So I'm like, and I stopped recording just for maybe a month or two. And I'm just like, okay, now I understand why I record.
Right.
And trust me, they know who I am. They probably got me under bold letter. Trust me, when I had got arrested for recording them on a sidewalk, trust me, I got arrested for just recording on the sidewalk.
I believe it.
And the goddamn prison guards knew who the fuck I was. Oh yeah, you're that asshole who records police. Oh well, damn. You know, so it's the thing is, I don't care about how anybody feels about me. That's fine. You can have your whatever preference, but you will respect my city, and you will treat the citizens, the beautiful citizens in Aurora, Colorado, with decency and respect.
Sure. Yeah, man, this ain't even my territory, but like I said, and I'm way far from where I work.
Yeah, you are far, man. Like, what you doing out here?
Girlfriend lives in Denver.
Golly, man, y'all gotta, hey, can we meet in the middle or something?
Yeah, but I'm about to be up here all weekend, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm off for the next 3 days, so I'll work this out.
Hey, man, if you're doing what you're doing and you're constantly with transparency, do your history on policing.
Sure.
That's my homework assignment for you, please.
Yep.
So you can understand the culture of it.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a better understanding where the citizens, at least black citizens black citizens or Hispanic citizens, or why we're fucking terrified. Well, not me.
Yeah.
I love cherries and berries.
Yeah.
But why that neighborhood or those particular group of people are fucking terrified of police.
Right. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, I don't think this is you specifically. So,
okay.
Don't take that way.
No.
Would you agree that at some point, that sometimes there are cop watchers? You are an actual cop watcher, but you know anyone can pull their phone out and just start recording the police.
No, you have to. The thing is, a cop watcher. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're good.
I'm sorry.
Would you say so? Like, all right, if I was to harass you as a police officer, you start recording me, that goes up the chain. I possibly get in trouble for that, right? And then possibly because we don't know where that would go. Right. Could you say that there are times where people pull out their phones and just start harassing the police for no reason?
Well, here's the thing, and I'm glad you asked that question. It's not called harassing, it's called accountability.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I'm looking into my investment.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking pay taxes, but I don't have a choice,
Neither
right?
do I.
So,
yeah, I get it.
Right. But what I'm saying is that shit comes back to you.
Right.
I want to be very, very clear.
Yeah.
Whatever they taught you in you know, sorry, well, I pay taxes. All right.
right. Sorry, I was not going to hear.
He made his.
Yeah, I was not going to hear what you were going to say.
No, but the thing is, it's not called harassment. It's called accountability. Because at the end of the day, they're looking into to their investment. And again, sparring partner. How are you gonna if you're a boxer, right? You can't go in the ring being afraid to get hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The same thing.
Sure.
I'm only gonna make you better.
Yeah.
I'm not. Here's the thing. If you gotta understand. I get it. You're a human being, but you have to understand you are a law enforcement officer, not feelings enforcement officer.
Yep.
And I know it might come off as smirk or a smart ass or whatever.
No.
You know, but when I'm saying, I'm telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to hurt you.
Right.
Where have you ever heard of a cop watcher shooting a cop?
Yeah.
That'd be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching you and then I pull out a gun and I shoot you.
Right.
What?
Kind of backwards. Right. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people and I tell cops who don't like being recorded, well, neither do criminals.
Yeah.
So what's wrong?
Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, and a lot of people come and they'll be like, oh well, you'll catch a lot of flies with honey. Well, I don't like flies. But what I do like is diamonds. And if you put enough pressure on coal, you'll get diamonds.
Yeah.
And I want diamonds in my police department. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
I want you guys to shine. Like you're shining right now.
Thank you.
Like you're shining right now. And I'm not, and here's the thing. I don't give a lot of compliments where they're not deserved.
Yeah.
And I can tell you're a stand-up guy, human being,
Thanks, man.
and then a stand-up officer. And we need young guys like you, and that's what we, you know, that's why, you know, you should encourage, maybe ask the chief or ask one of your supervisors, hey, you know, these guys aren't that bad. Why don't we just get to know them?
Yeah.
You know, bring them in.
Well, and see, that goes back to the community police officer thing, man.
Yeah.
There's officers in between calls of service. They just sit in their car and, you know, watch TikTok.
We catch that a lot.
I believe it. For me, personally,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to, like, toot my own horn or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
But like I said earlier, it goes to the generation that's below us, you know?
Right before you guys.
If I'm working in the daytime,
Uh-huh.
then in between my calls of service, I'm going to run into neighborhoods, look for kids that
Yeah.
are maybe out playing basketball or playing football,
Yeah.
and just engage with them and just show them, like, look, man, I know that you guys see it on the news, you see it on your
Yeah.
social media all the time,
Yeah.
that there are officers who will just treat you like complete shit
Yeah.
because they're a cop.
Yeah.
That's not me. So, and you know, how old are you?
I'm 36.
36.
Yeah.
So, not to say that you're very open-minded, by the way, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
But being 36, you've already molded a mindset of how you perceive things, right?
Yeah.
If I'm dealing with an 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old, they're not so much molded to where I can be like, look, when you see Sergeant whatever, you know, don't look at me and then see him. You know, I
Yeah.
want you to be able to understand, like, it's really two you engage with.
Two different things.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's why I feel like it's very important to engage with the lower, or not lower, but the generation below us.
Sure.
You know, and then, you know, also,
Sure.
like I said, being young. Sergeant whoever's probably been on the force for like 15 years.
Probably.
And he's
Yeah.
probably like in his 40s.
Yeah.
And sees things a lot different than how Austin from Atlanta, who's 24, is, you know,
Right.
or the way I see things.
Right.
It's just a different atmosphere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I hear
I
you.
grew up in this crazy time, and it sucks, man. It really does. And a lot of people look at me and they're like, "Oh, you're a white dude. You've never gone through like any trials or tribulations." Like, you go, dude, I grew up in the slums of Atlanta, and I'm not
Okay.
saying that to relate to anybody because
Yeah,
I haven't
okay.
had it as hard as other people. But I think that also works in my favor that I grew up in an area like that,
Yeah.
so I can also understand people
Right.
who grew up in an area like that.
Right.
Because actually, I'm gonna give you a perfect example.
Okay.
There goes that sergeant right there.
Yeah.
Perfect example, man. So when I joined the military, there was this 18-year-old kid in basic training with me. He grew up in a very small town in the state of Maine, and I think the population was like 500 people. And when he came to basic training in Oklahoma, you know, they just compile everyone in one place. It's a number thing. So he made the statement that he had never seen a black person a day in his life. He actually had never seen another race a day in his life.
Okay.
He only has been surrounded by white people.
Okay.
So then I take that and I look at it the way where I'm from, being from Atlanta, in a city that has thousands of people.
Okay.
You know, I can be like, you know, I've encountered blacks, Hispanics, Asians, anything, you name it, right?
Yeah.
If you took guy from Maine and me and put us in the police force, how do you think he's going to react to someone who is your skin color versus how I'll react to someone who's your skin color? It's a different ball game, you know, because he's never experienced someone that's a different race than him. Whereas I grew up in that type of environment, you know. So I'm not saying like I don't know if that kid will ever become a police officer, but you know, if he did, it's scary because you're like, well, shit, dude. Like, he only perceives people through what he sees through social media. You know, the same way like some of us see police officers through social media, like all cops are bad. You know, for him, he may think that the only version of a black person is a thug with dreads and, you know, carries a gun in his hip. You know, when I see a black person, that's not what I think. And I only use
because you're around, you grew up around that culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I see a dude who has dreads and, you know, has his pants hanging below his waist and stuff like that, I don't think, oh, that's a gangbanger. You know, that's just another dude. You know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
And so that goes to the whole, we need a more diverse culture in the police service. And I think that, I know I've been seeing a lot of younger people join the force lately, which is a very good thing. Because I think that they want to make that change also. But we have to weed out the people who will not give you the time of day to talk to you when they're blocking a sidewalk. You know, I get it. This was a crazy scene earlier because I passed it earlier. And there was a dude up there on the roof. They had the fire department out here to bring him down. You know, I can understand why they closed that section of the road off. But after that scene was completed and that guy got arrested, you're absolutely right. You should have pulled out of the road and change the atmosphere of what was going on.
But see, that was the time to have a dialogue. Exactly. If the scene was over, hey, no problem. Hey, there was a patron up at the top of the roof. We were trying to get down. He's safe. Everything's good. He was transported, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm not gonna tell you what hospital. You can figure that out in the records. Cool. No problem. But just know that he is safe and everything. Is there anything that you need from me? You know what I'm saying? That's how.
And that would change how you perceive, like that. That would change your entire night. You know. You know, if you left with that outcome, that makes a better night for you, and that makes a better encounter with the police for the future. You go through that, what actually did happen, and you're like, still got to report, still got to be a cop watcher because these assholes are still here.
Because. And that's the thing, and I know it pisses you off because it's just like, fuck, man, that's another dent on us. Maybe not my particular agency, but us as a whole as law enforcement. You know what I'm saying?
Because nothing says that you won't go down to Colorado Springs tomorrow, you know, and then or 4 days from now, and say we didn't have this conversation. But you had this interaction, and then 4 days from now, you and I run into each other, but I'm working, you know. And then what you have in the back of your mind is that encounter it, you know. You're like, you know, I had nothing to do with that. And that's why I was about to say, like, you're really open-minded, and I can appreciate that because you're not going to use that situation for the next situation.
I agree.
But some people will. You know what I'm saying?
I totally understand.
Like, oh well, you know, Friday night. This could be Monday. Friday night, I had this encounter with Sergeant such and such because of his behavior. This is how you act. I'm like, look, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know?
So, like I'm just trying.
I'm a different dude.
I'm just a squirrel in the world, just trying to get a nut. That's it. You know. But no, the thing is, you know, but the thing that bothers me is before I say that, first of all, I want you to, if you do see a cop do something, or a constituent of yours do something, you know, report that shit.
Oh, I don't play that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I do not play that shit. I report it.
Because I get it. You have to deal with those old heads that's been in the force for 20, 30 years and have no goddamn stripes. Those are the people you need to be worried about.
I don't
because they don't have stripes for a fucking reason. 20, 30 years and you're still an officer. You know what I'm saying? Because because you couldn't cut it. Because you probably have so many fucking write-ups and so many misconducts, you probably couldn't be a sergeant or a lieutenant or whatever. You should be moving up. You know? But what I'm saying, the thing that upsets me is when an officer messes up and then the chief has to basically speak for the whole entire department, which I understand. They are the face of the department. Totally get it. But the officers can't. They can't speak their own voice and be like, well, yeah, our officers are really upset about what happened. Well, how the fuck do we know? You're only one of you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if we ask, yo, so how do you feel about this certain situation? Oh, I can't comment on it because of the blue wall of silence, and that's not right. That's not fair to you guys.
No,
you know what I'm saying? There should be a activist group within the police department that does speak on this. No, we are not like this. And I'll give you an example. I think it's the New York 11, where they were activism within the police department, and they spoke up on shit, and they got, you know, they had to suffer retaliation. They're actually in the current lawsuit with the New York Police Department now.
Really?
Absolutely. Actually, it's on Hulu,
Okay.
and it might be on YouTube too. Check it out. And it's about 11 officers, and they're speaking out because they're also getting pressured to make quota. As far as making sure, well, we don't have enough tickets from you. We don't have, you know, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And it's all a numbers game instead of a people's game,
Right.
and a community service game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I encourage you to look at that
What's
video.
the name of it?
It's on Hulu, I believe. Type in the New York 11.
Okay.
Or activists within the New York Police Department. It should come up.
Okay.
Do that on YouTube first, and you should be able to find it on.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely.
But yeah, man, I don't mean to hold you up or
No,
anything
you're good.
like
I
that.
stopped to talk to you, bro, so you're good. My girlfriend's probably blowing my phone up.
Oh, okay.
Where
Well,
at,
I don't want
but
you to get in trouble, man.
I ain't worried about that.
I
Man.
used to
She's
have
a police officer also, so
Oh, okay.
she understands. Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, Cop Watch.
Yeah. So I was about to ask, where's this video going?
So this will go to DJ K'd Out the Party.
Okay.
DJ K'd Out the Party. That's my channel. More than welcome.
That's
to
on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
On DJ K'd Out, and you'll probably binge. You'll probably want to get some popcorn and some Kool-Aid, because I'm telling you, you're gonna probably laugh your ass off, but you'll learn a lot.
It's mostly your footage in Aurora.
Mostly in Aurora and in Denver. I do Aurora and Denver.
Gotcha.
I haven't got up to Colorado Springs yet, but I'm supposed to be going up there pretty soon.
I would say we're a good department, man. There's been problems, but you know, just like any other workforce, where isn't there? You know.
Okay.
But I'd say, like I said earlier, like I don't play that shit. If I say something bad, then I will say something. But I've only had to do that like twice.
Okay.
There are some old heads there, but for the most part, it's pretty solid, pretty good department.
Okay.
Most of my coworkers are pretty, how do I put this? Cooperative, I guess, when you have a camera in their face.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of that down in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
But yeah, man. So I'd go check it out. I'd highly recommend. Maybe you'll be a lot more satisfied than what Aurora.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I gotta test the waters. And like I said, I know you're an individual, and I respect that, and I appreciate the dialogue, man, because we need more of this dialogue.
Watch your back.
We need more of this dialogue, and to have, you know. The thing is that the ultimate goal is to bridge the gap, but at the end of the day, we gotta address the disrespect first.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta have emotional surgery. Okay. And it's just like breaking a bone. You know, you gotta have surgery on it for it to heal.
Yeah.
But once it heals, the bone heals, it becomes harder. And we need that foundation to become harder and solid between the communities.
Yeah. I agree.
So. But yeah, man. Any more questions? Or?
No, man. You said it's DJ. Say it again.
DJ K'd Out the Party.
K. Dot the party.
KDOT.
KDOT. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And that's on YouTube.
That's on YouTube.
All right, man. Cool.
That's on YouTube, man. So.
Word. You live around here?
Huh?
You live around here?
I live around here. Yeah, I
In
do.
Aurora?
Yeah, I do.
How long you been in Aurora?
Oh man, several years.
Really? I'm sure you've seen a lot.
Since like '92, off and on.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So
Word.
I'm originally from New Jersey, but
Okay. So East Coast also.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I got a lot of people in Atlanta though.
Do you?
My grandfather's from Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what part?
I don't know what part.
He still live there now?
He still lives there now. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I gotta go visit him. But yeah, that's my guy.
I'd recommend if you go visit him.
Okay.
Do what you're doing to Atlanta.
Okay.
And I mean, Atlanta's a very diverse city.
Sure.
They have a very diverse department.
They do.
A very diverse department. So I go back, and like I said, I'm from there. My family lives there, so I go back and forth to Atlanta. And I've had some encounters with Atlanta police that I wish I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, I would highly suggest going to Atlanta if you do, and doing what you're doing now to them.
Okay.
And then you might get the same reaction that you did here.
Yeah.
And then you might get someone like me who was like super laid back and will give you the truth and honest answers.
Right.
And
right.
But Atlanta's weird, man. They're a weird department.
Yeah, I hear. So how long you been a police officer?
I've been a police officer for 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been on the street for 2 years.
What is the most rewarding
The most rewarding
part of your job?
I don't know, man. I guess making a difference every day. I didn't grow up here, so I'm not biased to the city.
Sure.
Like I said, I guess making a difference. I take a lot of pride, and even outside of the uniform and off work, I take a lot of pride in helping other people. I would consider myself a very selfless person.
Okay.
And I believe that, I'm also a Christian, so.
Okay.
I believe the Bible calls us to help out others, brothers and sisters in Christ, but even not, like the Bible tells you to go and be a disciple, and a lot of people take that word and misconstrue it for what it is, but being a disciple is just bringing Jesus into where we are,
Okay.
These are some very uncertain times, but I believe that there's one thing that's certain, and that's God's love for us.
Right.
So I want to be more, the Bible also says we'll also fall short to the glory of God. I'm a sinner. I'm always going to.
Yeah, where I am too.
Yeah, everyone's a sinner. I'll never be like Jesus, but my everyday goal is to be more Jesus-like, and I can really do that by doing the job that I do. So I think the most rewarding part is being able to help people, and I'm also like a super adrenaline junkie. So I get the adrenaline that I look for in Colorado Springs.
All right.
So that being said, I love my job, and I'm able to do what God has called me to do, and help others. And I think that's the most rewarding part. I know it's super cliche. And then I would say that also like a really rewarding part of the job is not helping out, but interacting with kids. I love kids, man.
That's what's up, man.
I don't have any for myself, but one day.
Practice, right?
Yeah, practice.
Might as well, get to know the kids in the community. I don't know if you ever seen that one. He's a white officer. Love his videos.
Is it?
He's like bald or
T.
whatever.
Norman or something like that.
I think so.
He's in the southeast.
Tim. Yeah. Officer Tim.
Yeah.
Awesome. He buys gifts for the kids.
Yeah.
He knows every person in that neighborhood.
So he is when I was talking about a community police officer, that is a community police officer.
That's community policing, because at the end of the day, the community, if one of the community members act up, the community hold that person accountable fucking up. Hey, you better chill and respect this man. He's been nothing but cool with us, and you're not gonna fuck that relationship up.
And see,
you know what I'm saying?
How I aim to be. I wouldn't say I'm an officer, Tim. I wish I was.
Right. No, but you're young. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity to be. But he had to do that with the experience. He probably wasn't that at first. Maybe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he probably inspired to be.
Right.
Maybe something happened to him. Maybe he had some type of vision or whatever that just hit him. Moment. The thing is, you're 24.
Yeah.
You have your whole life ahead of you. You do.
Yeah, I'm super young, dude.
You really do. And the thing is, the more that you do for your community and just be like, hey, my name's Officer such and such. I'm knocking on your door, just reason me. I'm giving you a card. Just patrolling in your neighborhood. If you need anything, don't hesitate to call me.
Yeah.
Please don't hesitate to call me.
Yeah.
And that'll it might kind of spook them out a little bit, but at the end of the day, if you do that consistently, they'll be able to be like, okay, he's cool. He's legit. He's a good officer. And not only that, you'll be surprised. A lot of gangsters or whatever, they don't want to get caught, but they don't mind getting caught by a good officer.
Yeah, for sure.
It's those fucked up officers. And trust me, I've talked to a lot of them. And they be like, yo, man, it be the ones that be like, you want to go home, you want to go to jail tonight. And we know that code for it. We know you got drugs and money. We going to take all of that. If you don't want to go that way, we can just take you to jail. And then, you know what I'm saying? So, like, goddamn, you going to rob me? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not shit. But damn, you really ain't shit.
Right, yeah.
You gonna rob me? Like, and then take the money and my drugs?
Yeah,
like,
I feel it.
You know, you ain't no better than me. If not worse.
You know, like I said, man, growing up in the area that I did,
Sure.
I have a lot, like my best friend is a black guy. And it's unfair to him that if he gets pulled over, he has to fear for his life, you know, and that bothers me, because if I ever hear that a police officer unlawfully shot him and killed him, I'd raise hell and I'd fight that shit to the end.
I hear you.
And that's me. That's coming from a white guy who's a police officer.
Okay.
So I can only imagine. I can't put myself in the shoes that you or someone else, you know, who has experienced that. And so I think that's really where the change has to start. And it's not. I mean, we're just talking black and white, but I mean, this goes further than just that. I mean, we're in an area right now that's very highly populated with Hispanics, you know. And they probably go through the same shit also.
Yeah, they feel just as much as we do. We got to come together. And the thing is, you know, if we get, I'd rather not do this. I'd rather be at home, chilling, man.
Yeah.
Kicking my feet back. I just got off of work. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be doing that. But I'm out here because I didn't choose this. I want to be very clear. I did not choose to be an activist. It chooses you. Yeah. Because if you choose it, you're gonna fuck it up.
Right.
You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Before I even did this, I was in the law library for 3 to 4 years studying law. You know, before I even picked up a camera, because I didn't want to know. I didn't want to go out there and not know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's a cop watcher and just a bystander. Bystander don't know no laws or anything. A cop watcher. Authentic cop watcher is gonna know the laws. He's gonna know his rights. He's gonna know your right. All those type of things, and that's how you know you're dealing with a cop watcher. And then trust me, if you're dealing with a cop watcher, you can breathe easy, because at the end of the day, the camera is just an objective witness.
Yeah.
I can be subjective, you can be subjective, but the camera cannot be.
Yeah, the camera don't lie.
The camera don't lie.
It don't lie. I agree.
The camera does not lie. And that's, you know, that's all we're encouraging, man. And, you know, the camera don't lie, and we're just out here doing our part. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We're not with no violence. You know what I'm saying? With no threatening you or anything like that. We're just really out here because we love our city, we love our community, we love the people here. And we just want everybody to be safe. And not only that, you never know when that camera could possibly help you in an investigation. Yeah. You just never know. Well, somebody might attack you, and then we have it on. It's on live.
That's what I was saying, man. You know, I'm okay with being recorded on traffic stops and stuff like that, because at any point my body can fall off. You know.
There you go.
Now it's looking up at the sky, and then someone else is recording it, and then, you know, that can be used in court and stuff like that. So I'm not opposed to it. I don't know why people are so scared of the cameraman.
Yeah.
Some people just want to be seen.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. Yeah. It just, like you said, it helps out on every.
How can you not be? I mean, you're pretty noticeable. You got a you got a gun on your side. You got a badge. You got a uniform. You know what I'm saying? You're pretty noticeable. Yeah. So it's just like, cool. I welcome the camera. You know. But also remember this case law, and you probably don't know, and maybe you do. Gonzalez versus Castle Rock.
Castle Rock?
Versus Castle Rock. Okay. It basically states no officer is legally obligated to protect any citizen in the United States. Okay. So when it comes to protecting citizens, when people say when a cop watcher says, hey man, just go about doing your, well, I just want to protect. No, just be quiet, because you can't protect me. And I'm a grown person that they're saying, because they're saying it to you legally, that you don't have any obligation to do it. Now, policy-wise, you do. Maybe morally-wise, you do.
Right.
But by law, you don't. We have every right to. They're gonna follow me.
You know what else bothers me is that they haul ass down this road. But if I was to do that, I'd get a ticket for it.
Well, see, but the thing is, this police department, we just had a situation where they'll turn on their lights, acting like they're going to an emergency situation, just to all hook up 7 of them, just in a dark corner some damn way.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh, fuck.
So it is one thing I will say, like, what time is it?
It's
like
11:45. 12, actually 12. It's 12:14.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man,
12:14?
14, yeah.
Wow. We've been talking for a minute.
Yeah, we have.
You know, at 12:14, I wouldn't do it on Colfax because Colfax is always a busy road.
Sure.
But if I'm going to a call at 12:14, you know, like say a domestic disturbance where there is like physical abuse happening, then I'm going to haul ass, but I'm not going to run my sirens, but I will turn my lights on until I get in the area, because what that does for me is gets people out of my way. But that siren's also annoying, dude. And in the middle of the night, I ain't trying to listen to that shit. Not at 2 o'clock in the morning. But if I come up to like a red light or something, I'll flick it on and off just so I can clear the intersection and stuff like that. But I mean, that's another thing. I have coworkers who will go to calls. He could be going to a call, we don't know. But and he wants to get there quick, and he's like, oh, I can, you know, it's 3 blocks down the road, I can get there fast. I don't need to turn my lights and sirens on. Okay, but when someone runs a red light and you T-bone them and kill them, but you're responding to an emergency and you don't have your lights and sirens on, then that kind of screws you over, because you're not covered by liability, you know? No,
that's true.
Yeah, so yeah, man, cops break rules all the time. It pisses me off. There he goes again, hauling ass.
There we go. I mean, but you know what? Here's the thing. So if you're ever at the station, right, and if you see a guy with a camera or something going around your facility or whatever, just a cop watcher. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a terroristic, they're gonna haul ass if they see you.
Yeah.
If it's a cop watcher, they're gonna have a conversation with you. Oh, what's up? What's going on around here? Okay, cop watcher.
Right.
Because a lot of and they don't teach y'all this. And are you guys trained as far as who cop watchers are and stuff? I'm talking about in the department itself. Do they train you specifically on cop watchers?
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you brought us in, we could train you on exactly what we do and what we're, you know, we don't have any ill will.
Yeah, that community outreach just builds better bonds.
Yeah.
Now that's
I'm you're part of
police, so I can't make that call.
Right, but at least you can voice your opinion. Hey, Sarge, I met a cop watcher the other day. You know, he gave me some ideas on trying to bridge the gap. I think we should bring these guys in.
Right.
So we know who they are, first off, and let them know, and maybe we can learn more about what they do, and we can teach them maybe more about what we do. You know what I'm saying? We can learn off of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, man, if COVID wasn't a thing right now, I know before COVID.
I hear you.
I used to do a lot of ride-alongs.
Yeah.
Because I think it's important for, not only for me to see your perspective, but I think it's important for you to see my perspective. You know? I wish we could do ride-alongs right now, but like I said, COVID and everything.
Yeah.
But some people are like quick to make judgment decisions, you know. But unless you're like actually riding with me and seeing what I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and I'm not saying that to justify like any bad stuff, but you know, a lot of people were like, "Oh, he shouldn't have shot that guy." I'm not justifying like injustice and unlawful shootings, but we just had a situation where a guy got shot, and he had a knife. He was charging my officer, and the officer shot him and killed him. And they're like, "Oh, he had a knife. You have a gun. Like, why would you?" Look, man, I have a family to go home to, you know. And if it comes down to someone who's trying to kill me and getting in the way of me going home to my family, then I got to, man. I don't want to kill anyone. You know, I want to make that very clear. It's like I pulled in the 2 years I've been on the road, I pulled my weapon 3 times. And when I say weapon, I pulled my gun 3 times. I pepper sprayed and I've tased people, but it's different. I've pulled my weapon 3 times, and I have not discharged it once. Some people are trigger happy. We also know that. But you know, that's why I think it's very for, you know, like you said, the community outreach. You know, understanding what you guys are trying to do, but then also understanding where we're coming from. And when I say we, officers like me who have the same mindset, and
Okay.
not old sergeant whatever, because that would not be the guy I would want to do a ride along with.
Okay.
He's
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you know.
They gave you their cards, though, right?
Huh?
They gave you their
Oh
cards.
yeah, he gave me a card. His
Okay.
name is Sergeant R. Fowler. FOW.
I feel like you got a stack of cards at home, man.
Oh yeah.
Good.
It's almost like collecting Pokemon. But no, it's always good to, you know, to have that, to understand, okay, I dealt with this officer at this particular time, and if a complaint could be filed or whatever. Here's the thing: I can't make you look good. I can't make you look bad in front of the
I do
camera.
that all by myself.
Just all by yourself,
Yep.
man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, you might as well be a superstar in a good way, not in a bad way, in a good way, and respect the community.
Sure.
You know, and you know, I don't like getting that way sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't like getting that way sometimes. But at the end of the day, you will fucking respect me because I pay your fucking salary.
Yeah.
So,
And see, it's both ends, man. It's like, you know, the way I'm talking to you now is how I approach everyone that I
Sure,
talk to.
sure.
But then some people are just unpleasant human
Yeah.
beings to deal with. There's unpleasant police officers.
yeah, I didn't even say anything I was just
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah,
and he was just like, did you want to walk through? Dude, I've been standing there for like 10 minutes. And then you finally asked me if I want to walk through.
Yeah.
And then, okay, now I'm going to I know where that going. I know where that goes because
Yeah.
I dealt with those type of cops. Okay, you want to be a smart ass.
Yeah.
Oh, I can return the favor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going with that.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
There's unpleasant civilians. There's unpleasant police officers.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I have a lot of patience at work. But there's times where, you know, say it was the opposite way. You're like, hey, get the fuck out of my way, you fucking pig or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I'm like, come on, man, is that necessary? Like, and then it just escalates from there, and then people want to become smartasses, and then, like you said, how you're going to fire back at the police. Dude, if anyone's a smartass, I'm a smartass. So I can give it the same way. I have to
Right.
catch myself at times because,
Yeah.
again, I am in uniform. There's
The oath.
an image. Yeah,
It's
there's
an
an
oath.
oath, and there's an image that, you know, I need to be professional.
Right.
Sometimes I lose that, you know, not to the extent where I'm being disrespectful for no reason, but, you know, like I said, if you want to be a smartass, okay, I got something for that.
Yeah.
You know, but that, like I said, we have to get very far for that to happen because, again, the respect for me is not earned.
Right.
You don't have to earn my respect. I'm going to give you my respect.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you
And then
mine.
in turn, you know, there's no telling but talking to someone how far you can get just with talking to
Sure.
someone. You know, the whole yelling and screaming and shit. If I'm in a bad situation, I have to yell and scream, I will. But I don't like being that guy. And I can yell pretty loud.
Sure.
But I don't
You're
like
from
being
the
that.
South.
Yeah, I am from the South.
Y'all
Exactly.
loud.
Yeah, we are loud. You know?
Yeah.
My voice carries, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I don't like being that guy, man. I like to be laid back, I like to be chill. And, you know, we would go very far if a lot of people were like that. And I don't want everyone to be like me, man, because I don't know what the world would be if there was a lot of me's.
Well, I mean, you know, maybe that's it might be a good or a bad thing. And I think it might be a good thing if everybody had your mindset because we're having this conversation.
Right.
You didn't have to stop me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could have, had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
And I think something in you that pulled on your heartstrings and was just like, no, I need to talk to this guy.
Yeah, like I said, man, I felt like they weren't giving you the time of the day. And
Now, be honest, did you think I was just a regular bystander or did you think I was a cop officer?
I knew what you were doing. So I came from the gas station, the 7-Eleven.
Sure.
And then when I passed, I saw you had the phone out, and I was like, yeah, I know what he's doing. So I turned around, I went in that parking lot, and I couldn't hear the interaction that was going on.
Sure,
The
sure.
conversation. So then I came back, and when they walked over here, that's when I parked here, and I was trying to hear what was going on, and I was just trying to see, like, you know, I wanted to see how they would respond to you,
Okay.
but, you know, that's when I was going back to my question, like, you know, some people just try to agitate cops on purpose to get a reaction,
Mhm.
and I could tell that wasn't you.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, when they wouldn't give you the time of the day and entertain it, then I was like, all right, man, let me talk to this guy, because I feel like it's important, man. It really is. Like you said, you know, if I'm on a traffic stop we keep using that as an example. If I'm on a traffic stop and I got someone recording, then I would tell them, hey, man, I'm fine with you doing what you're doing.
Right.
Let me conduct this, and
Right.
once I get them on their way, then I'll come talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, and then like I said, there's no telling how far you can get with talking
Yeah.
to someone, and you know, and just being on a better level of understanding with them. You know, because as you saw with them, perfect example is they're like, oh, we're leaving this call. Fuck you, not talking to you. We're gonna go hop in our cars and leave and go somewhere else. You know, so yeah, man. Like I said, I knew what you were doing, and yeah, I'm glad you're doing it, man. You have that right, and you should be able to do well. Not only you should be able to do, but how do I put this? You're not obligated to do it, but I don't know how to put this. What am I trying to say? You're not obligated to do what you're doing, but what you're doing is good, and it's for a cause. You know, you're not just out here trying to be an asshole to police officers. What you're doing is to bring light and show people, hey, there are officers out here who will dick you down for no reason, you know? And just be complete assholes when you're just trying to be a citizen who wants cops to understand where your standpoint is, you know? And so I wouldn't say you're obligated to do it, because you're not, but you know how you said, like, activism chooses you don't choose it.
Right,
You know?
and the thing is, it was to the point to where I had to hold myself accountable, because I used to bitch and complain about what was going on in my neighborhood, and then I had to be like, what are you doing about it? Absolutely
That's why I
nothing.
became a cop. Look, man, the job is dangerous. You know, in here, I don't know if you heard, like, maybe 2 months ago, the officers in Chicago that made a traffic stop, and the people that they pulled over just opened fire on the officers. And, one of the officers, so Chicago, they typically ride 2 in a car.
Oh, okay.
So they both got shot, but the male who had less injuries came over the radio, and he was like, yo, shots fired, shots fired. All the officers swarmed over there, and they couldn't wait on an ambulance, so they took the female officer, put her in the back of the patrol car, and beelined all the way to the hospital. She died. And so it's situations like that remind me every day how dangerous this job is.
Right.
You know, I never know if I'm ever going to make it back home. But, you know, that being said, there are times where I feel like maybe this isn't for me. But then to go back to what you just said, that's really what encouraged me to become a police officer. Is I realized that there was issues that I could make a change for.
Right.
And I was like, instead of bitching and complaining about, you know, police officers taking out innocent lives and stuff like that, let me go make a change. Let me interact with people who understand there's an issue also, and then maybe I can work to show other people, you know, like, we're not all the same.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you should be allowed to be like, no, I'm pissed off with what happened today. I'm pissed off that my fellow constituent, who was, you know, who did a huge mess up, who harmed an innocent citizen. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I'm pissed off about that. And no, I don't need the chief to speak up for me. I'm a human being. I know what I saw.
I can speak for myself.
You know what I'm saying? I can speak for my fucking self. I'm grown. I'm a grown person. Exactly. You don't need no fucking person to speak for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll speak for my goddamn self. No, this shit is wrong.
Right.
You know, that shit is absolutely wrong. And it's not tainting the case or anything like that. It doesn't taint it. At the end of the day, everybody had their opinion on something. So what? You know. But what I'm saying is that if you know, what is, and I'm stealing this from Armageddon Press. What is the cop's worst enemy?
Themselves?
No.
I don't know.
A bad cop.
A bad cop, yeah.
A bad cop.
So
You're close. You're close. You're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad cop. Because those are the people. I mean, if you notice, those are the people who. I mean, now you know, you don't want to be one of those random people just get shot because they hate cops because of what's going on, what the climate is. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, you also gotta remember, you cannot solve any crime without the community.
Yeah.
And if you fuck up relations with the community, how the hell are you supposed to solve crime?
Yeah.
They're not gonna call you. And what? That allows criminals to be like,
Continue to do what they're doing.
God, not am I going to continue to do it, I'm going to amp it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know they're not going to tell on me. Because they're going to be afraid of me. and then they're also afraid of the police.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the ideology that the police need to have. So if you go into that with that particular attitude and hey guys, or if you see an officer doing some stupid shit, hey, all right, chill, good, I got it. You're pissed off right now. I told you, clear the scene. You know what I'm saying? I got it. You know, that's why there are supervisors. You know, that's why, so they can be a fresh face on the thing and more knowledgeable and cool the officer off.
Right.
And being like, hey man, chill, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, their job is to protect you. I understand it, I get it, and that's with any profession.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with our profession, we do hold accountable as far as our own community. Because if they fuck up, we shut their channel down. They don't have any more subscribers. That's how we hold our community down. You know what I'm saying? If we've shut a few, I forgot what it's, I think it was CCW or some idiot. And he was just doing too fucking much. And it's just like, dude, we don't represent that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shut his fucking, I think he beat up his girlfriend or something like that. We don't represent that shit.
Right.
We shut his fucking channel down. We don't play that. That's not what cloth we're cut from. We follow laws in this community. You know what I'm saying? We adore laws in this community. And we're gonna shut your ass down. You know what I'm saying? And so we hold other auditors accountable. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have any act right and they're not doing what's supposed to be done, we shut their channel down.
Sure.
And we just asking you to do the same thing for your
No, 100%. And I respect that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here. It's late, man. I don't want you to get in trouble with your girlfriend, man.
What's your name, man?
My name is Kevin.
Kevin? Austin.
Yeah, my name's Kevin, man.
Nice to meet you, brother. Yeah,
Hey,
man.
what's your name?
Austin.
Austin?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool, Austin.
Yeah. If I had my cards on me, I'd give you a card. But I don't have that.
No problem, man.
They're all on my car.
Hey, brother, you in your private thing. You ain't got to.
Yeah. Like I said,
you
I didn't
cool.
have to stop, but like I said, I felt like it was necessary. So.
Hey, man, great conversation. I appreciate you allowing me to interview you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And
I appreciate the open-minded conversation. I mean, I didn't mean to take like an hour and a half. Of your
No.
time.
This is what we need. I don't mind.
Sure.
I don't mind at all. Any type of any jewels or anything we can learn from each other, I'm with it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm human. You're human. And we're just having a human conversation and we're being honest with each other.
And once more people start to understand that, man, I think we'll be a better human race. But
absolutely, brother.
we're going,
Absolutely, I
going
agree.
in weird times right now. So.
Hey, man.
All right, brother.
Hey, I'm sorry. Get home safe. You know what I'm saying? Because I know.
Man.
It's about like what, an hour and a half?
Like I said, I'm going to my girlfriend's house in Denver. So I'm
Okay, you're here all this weekend then.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm about. I think I got like 20 minutes left or so. From
Okay.
Here. Yeah, about 20
All right,
minutes.
cool, man. Well, stay blessed, man, and
Thank you.
God bless you, man. Appreciate you what you're doing. Thank you for serving.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks, man. Continue to do what you're doing and stay safe out there.
it. All right, man.
Awesome, brother.
Yeah, remember DJ K'd at the party because I'm the life of the party.
Right
All right, brother.
All right.
All right, y'all. All right. I like that conversation. That was a dope conversation. Dope conversation. Pfizer, do you know they're okay? I appreciate y'all appreciating the conversation. Conversations like this need to be had. They really do. Because shit. Well, I don't think I can go behind here. Can I go behind here? No, I can't go behind here. I'm gonna go this way. Shit. Conversations like this need to be had. So they have a clear understanding of where we're coming from and where we're going. So, and that's it. Cops need to get out of their head that we're their enemy. You know? We're not your fucking enemy. We're just trying to live peacefully within our community without being harassed by you. By the bad cops. Excuse me. You know? And this is another middle finger to the trolls who feel that all my interactions with police are bad. Just proved you wrong again. He's an off-duty police officer. You know? You know? Off-duty police officer. And we had a great conversation. Oh, I ate too much. Look at my belly, y'all. You know. And it's important that we have these conversations, man. Stephen Mazar, I'm sorry if I got your name. I've been talking to the cops, but you need to pursue your vision of how to do it. I respect that. I respect that. I mean, we got to talk to people who are on opposite sides. We just have to, you know. But we're going to have an authentic conversation. We're not going to have a bullshit conversation. And it's not going to be all bells and whistles. We're going to have a tough fucking conversation. I'm going to hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? You're not just going to say whatever you feel and think I'm going to take your word for it. Oh, no. You got me completely fucked up. I'm going to hold you incredibly accountable. And that's how we're going to go about that. Hear me and hear me now. Cop watchers are not your enemy. The enemy that you're fighting is the big ass ego that instills inside of you. We're far from your enemy. I mean, if we're so much your enemy, we wouldn't be training you. We really train you. It's on the site training. But we're your enemy? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. We're not your enemy. And that's where the frustration comes. Exactly where the frustration comes. But y'all keep thinking that if y'all want to. Hello. Y'all keep thinking that if y'all want to. And you're going to end up in a whole lot of world of trouble. So, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. It was a bit long. But, again, I think he had something on his heart. He was like, man, let me have a conversation with this cat. Let's chop it up. Let's have a real conversation. And he seen what happened. He knew that the sergeant was being a dickhead. No? And he know he needed to be corrected, and he was totally wrong. Again, I didn't do anything to cops. All I did was observe the situation. I didn't say shit to anybody. Technically, I didn't say anything to anybody. Y'all seen? I didn't say nothing to nobody. And then he comes Did you want to pass through? Motherfucker, I was recording you for like a good 10 minutes before you even acknowledged me. So, I don't know, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're new. Also, please donate to the channel if you love what I do. And we're trying to do bigger and better things. Have better cameras. Have better content. I have some interviews coming up. You don't want to miss those. From a couple of other activists and maybe some politicians and even some local musicians, man. Because again, I'm a DJ, and I'm so glad that I got that positive response from the Jimmy Webb video that I posted earlier. Just to take it all the way back, you know. Yeah. You know, I want to personally thank Jimmy because he allowed the foundation for me to even do what I'm even doing. You know, he wasn't disrespectful to the police officer or the deputy, but he still stood his ground. You know, and I stand on his shoulders. So, but again, you guys are awesome. You guys are wonderful. I love you guys. Again, if you want to donate to the channel, please do. Cash App, DJ, $DJ 123. I'm sorry, DJ K, $DJ K.123. And you can donate to that. If somebody could put that in the description or in the comment section. My Cash App is $DJ K.123. Okay. Again, just to keep me on the road and to keep bringing better content and to hold police accountable even more. So, shout out to MLH, Mexican long hair. Appreciate you, brother. Great cop watch earlier in Aurora. Great work. Subscribe to his channel as well. Please subscribe to his channel. Thank you, Keebler. Appreciate you. Thank you, love. You know, he needs our support as much as possible. And we need to give that to him. So also shout out and I noticed we have another auditor in Aurora, and I believe her channel is called Aurora Transparency. She did one video. Hopefully you'll get back out there and record. We support you, and we hope your channel does well. Please go support her. You know. And shout out to all the auditors, anybody that just picks up a camera and does selfless work as far as making sure their police in their city are held accountable. Yeah, I'm okay, Neek. You know, I do not fear these cats whatsoever. Been to jail, did all that. Did all that. I love you guys so much. And I thank you guys for supporting and praying for Terry. You heard it cut his finger. Mad love. We got mad love for you, man. Hopefully you get better. And can you guys hear me now? Sorry, I had the phone kind of far away. Y'all just walking and talking with me. Yeah, so again, Terry, get better. Hustler 604, what up, man? You missed it. That's okay, you can rewind back a little bit. Whew. I need to work out. Be a cop watcher, you gotta be in shape, man. Whew. I had dinner earlier, and so I'm just walking with my fat stomach. So all right. Woo. Woo. Okay, guys. Well, I'm out of here. I love you guys. Make sure you guys stay safe. Always keep recording these police. Anybody who is not experienced with interactions with the police, do not talk to them whatsoever unless your attorney is present. Okay? Road Dog, what's up, man? Okay? I'll holla at y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, DJ K. The Party, and I'm out. 1.